It's Christmas, traditionally a time for pantomime, spectacle and circus. On a visit to Glasgow in 1977, I noticed at the junction of Scott Street and Sauchiehall Street a brick wall into which was set a fragment of an old brick archway. It turned out to be part of the Hippodrome, home of Hengler's Circus from 1904 to 1924. Researching Glasgow revealed it to have been a magic world.
On the first occasion was in 1917. I had just left school and had started my first full-time job as a messenger boy in a grocer's. I got on very well with the boss, and one day he said to me, "Would you like to go up to Hengler Circus?" And of course I was only too happy to be taken.
Just a few yards away from the everyday reality of Sauchiehall Street, Hengler's motor-powered sinking circus ring would convert the whole arena into a 10-foot deep lake within minutes. Into this lake, horses plunged from great heights. Red Indians shot the rapids and came under withering fire from cowboys lying in ambush. Dams were dynamited, ships blown up.
The hall was crowded, I recollect. I think there were a number of soldiers among the audience, maybe some on leave and some who were convalescent after being wounded in the war. That was, of course, the First World War.
The very names of the spectacles Hengler staged are evocative in themselves. Mexico, El Dorado, the Sioux, Silver Falls, the Witch Pool, many waters.
I seem to remember looking down at the circus ring. It was an extension of a huge stage which was further back. And if I remember aright, this stage was all set and ready for the big water spectacle, which was to end the show. And suddenly, from that, over that waterfall, there came at first a gentle, very gentle flow of water. It was almost ludicrous to think of it as a waterfall. Yet within a very short time, it was a torrent which poured down and raged and roared.
Hengler's circus is long gone. Hengler was made bankrupt and died in obscurity. The real world of economics ground him down, and no doubt he was his own worst enemy. But for a time, at least, he was a magician who rose above miserable reality. And my circus is a little homage to that spirit of magic. A custard pie in the eye of that normal, rational, repressive world within which everything has its proper place. The rabbit in its burrow and the top hat on the businessman's head. Almost everyone can identify with the clown and the fool, he who gets slapped, but who turns the tables on the slappers and defeats the powerful, like David against Goliath, and can ask his or her so-called superiors with a grin, "Who then does the slapping after all?" The structure of the circus simultaneously mirrors and parodies that of the society outside the big top. In charge is the boss, the ringmaster. The next levels down are the specialists, the high wire, trapeze and equestrians. Then the skilled artisans, the jugglers and unicyclists. Below them the troops, and on the bottom rung the clowns. But even amongst the clowns there is a hierarchy, from the trickster and the whiteface down to the august clod and butt. And last in line, the dumb victim, the clown who gets slapped, kicked and exploited, and whose response is a soundless shout, which is a mixture of pain and defiance. But beneath the underdog, there is only the dog, the lame duck, and the beasts who jump through hoops. In the world of those who get slapped, the outcasts, comics and tumblers, the powerless, the only power is over the animals. But just as the clown slaps back, so the animals sometimes turn the tables. The monkey bites the hand that feeds it, the lion eats its tamer. Beneath the big cats are the small cats, and they can rarely be trained to do anything. They are waiting, usually to be fed, but when they are not feeding or sleeping, they sit and stare. They are waiting, and one day they know their time will come.